It's the Dead Vlogs. Sit on back, relax, and enjoy. Share, comment, subscribe. Yeah.
There we go. Freaking Cena.
Yeah, you know, I'm
gonna write that Cena an email.
Uh,
Would help if my kickstand was up, huh?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Harleys don't have the kickstand sensor.
Oh, that was some good chili.
Yep.
Well, some of it was good. Some of it was kind of bleh.
Yeah, I thought a lot of it, or not a lot of it, but some of it was like very average.
Yeah.
That big guy's chili there, number 6. That was good.
Yeah, number 6 was my choice as well. I think almost unanimously between us, we all liked 6.
Yeah, I think everybody did. He ran out not too long after he got there. Actually, number 2 by the door was pretty good. It was another sweet chili, sort of like 6's.
I think somebody could have showed up with canned chili and done pretty well there.
Yeah.
Just be prepared for those bumps that we're going to get in on that chili.
Yeah. Took a nice crap before we left.
So yeah, we're talking about lane splitting and how a lot of people don't know it's legal. A lot of the car drivers just also believe that, like, they disagree that it should even be legal.
Yeah.
And but you know, the biggest problem for lane splitting nationally is that nobody gives a shit, except for motorcyclists.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I mean, like, a lot of the people I talk to on YouTube and stuff, the guys that live in New York and stuff, a lot of them are like scared if it was to happen. They think people would just, like, car drivers would kill them.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I've never had anybody, like, try to harm my life because of lane splitting. I haven't
No, but in California, it's a major offense if you do that.
It is, and it actually, a very, very, very small percentage of cases have people actually, in the statistical thing that Berkeley did,
Yeah.
very few people actually even had that problem. And,
Yeah.
you know, and we've got very aggressive drivers down here.
I've never had that problem, yeah.
No, me neither.
Despite most people thinking that, or most people that don't even know that it's legal.
No, it's
I
just...
Still haven't had that problem.
Yeah, I've never come across that, but more times than not, you'll find drivers moving out of the way for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then it's like, all right, you're showing some love, so.
Yeah, those are the good ones.
Yeah, the biggest thing against lane splitting is the ignorance.
Yeah.
Just people not knowing it exists, people not knowing it's legal, people not knowing...
Not to mention, though, people are petty. Like, they think that somebody else is going faster than
Yeah.
you. They don't think of the big benefit that, you know, it's less cars on the road, that you know, it's helping everybody get there quicker. They don't think about that. They're like, that person's moving faster than me. Fuck them.
Yep.
That's the story.
And that's the thing, is, like, they just don't see where they benefit from it.
Yeah.
Now, one statistic from the California Highway Patrol, who initiated, they're the ones who sponsored this statistical setup from Berkeley.
Okay.
They estimate that if it was to pass nationally as is, with meaning everybody's still just as ignorant, the car drivers are just as ignorant, we would save about 170 motorcyclist lives.
Oh, wow.
On national level. So if we were to boost up education on it, we could get those numbers
Really
probably
high.
up, 500, 600, 700 people.
So is it safe to say that it's safer to lane split?
Yeah,
definitely.
California Highway Patrol 100% believes
It's safe?
that it is safer and better for everybody to have lane splitting be legal.
Okay.
It's
So-
safer. It's safer because when cars stop short, you know, if you're behind them, you can't stop as quickly.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have 4 contact patches. They do.
Yep.
So, but if you're in between them, then they stop. You keep going. No harm, no foul.
That's the big thing that the California Highway Patrol is saying right now, is that basically all the big statistical test they just did basically proves exactly what all motorcyclists have been saying for a long time, which is that lane splitting is safer, more legal, or safer for people, and it also reduces congestion.
Yeah.
And they believe they've proved it. This is like the 5th big statistical test on lane splitting globally, and
I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say they started it because bikes were overheating, right? In California?
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah, it was in 1970 something they started it up because the air-cooled engines in congested traffic. And what they initially found is that all of a sudden congestion was better. The traffic wasn't getting stopped up as bad. You know, you have to imagine though, bikes were breaking down in the middle of it, like, you know, sitting on the freeway like this for 20 minutes at a time. Bikes were breaking down in the middle of the roads. It was causing even more trouble.
Yeah.
However, you know, less chances of getting rear-ended if you can lane split, but it gets offset by better chances of running into a car.
Yeah.
So that part, the safety part, really comes into play that you're actually just getting out of the traffic.
Yeah. Not to mention is we have a lot of idiots out here too on motorcycles, and they decide they're gonna go buzzing through traffic at ridiculous speeds.
Yeah.
And when you do that and you hit a car, you clip it, it's gonna be bad.
Yep.
Someone's day is ruined.
Some kind of shit went down here.
What the hell happened here? 3 cars, 4 cars, 1 person.
Smile for the camera. He was probably jaywalking trying to get to that chili cook-off. Like, come on, officer, I got some chili, I gotta be there.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting time right now in the car world. Lots of new stuff.
Hey, same with motorcycles. A lot of great things happening.
Especially BMW. Oh man, I'm really fond of what they're doing.
Well, and I think Yamaha with their FC09 and the FJ.
Oh yeah.
I mean, shit, dude, they're
fantastic. Yeah.
They're really changing the game, waking companies up.
Yeah. Yep. The FC09 is a hit. The FJ09 will be a hit.
Yep.
You know. Honda's re-releasing the Africa 1000. Now they're gonna have a big competitor in the dual sport market. Oh man, it's pretty crazy.
And then look at the 8,000, 9,000 price range area. You have the Scout, the Scrambler. You have all these different bikes popping up.
Yep.
Which
Not
is
to mention,
great.
Before people were concerned sometimes about ABS not having it, but the thing is that 2016. Pretty much all the models are going to have ABS because EU is mandatory.
Yeah, that's great.
So,
I'm all for ABS.
I mean, there's no guarantee that they're going to bring it here, but you got to figure out a lot of them will. You know, it's only mandatory in the European Union, but you know they'll probably bring them here.
Well, there are a lot of bikes where you can turn the ABS functionality off, right?
Most of them you can, yeah.
So, I mean, just do that with all models, and then in EU, you just remove that part of the programming, just dumb it down.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Block it.
Yeah.
That's
honestly, in street driving, there's really no reason to turn off the ABS.
No, but there's just like hardcore guys that they live by trail braking and shit. And
just for like like tracking or you know, like hard and twisties or off road. But like this, there's no reason to do it.
Yeah, well, you know, with ABS brakes though, it also kind of spoils you because you get used to it, and then you get on the next bike that doesn't have it, and your muscle memory is going to screw you all up.
Well, I think this is like a flashing light. You may not lean on it too much.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because if you see that light flashing, you're going to get out of it. You're going to be like, oh, I'm pushing it too hard. You're probably not going to lean on the ABS too much. But
gotcha.
some broad pulls out in front of you.
Yeah.
You panic squeeze.
Those panic squeezes, you get once you go ABS, you can't really ever go back. You know, in that sense, on a bike.
Yeah, but those panic squeezes save life, or the ABS is panic squeeze situation.
Oh, for sure, and
you're just driving down, somebody pulls out in front of you, and that's that.
That's why I'm in full support of ABS brakes being required.
Yeah, realistically, it's only a matter of time before they're required here in the US.
I'm curious what the difference would be. I haven't experienced that.
For ABS, you can you just don't lock up your brakes.
Yeah, the pedal vibrates a little.
So you can squeeze it as hard as you want, and
you can't lock them.
Back brake as well, and usually the back brake is tied to the front brake, so you could just slam on your foot pedal, like whatever braking you do in a panic, it's gonna work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Generally.
My F650 has them. My F650 has ABS.
Okay.
Both front and rear. They're not linked though. But
okay.
Yeah, full independent front and rear.
Okay.
ABS. And yeah, you can squeeze it. It just the lever just kind of kicks at you a bit, but that's that.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not saying that we need to introduce traction control with everything, but that's kind of, I mean, the future is going to bring us there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's exactly how it's gonna end up, though.
Yeah,
I mean ABS 2016 in the EU, but then ABS here in the U.S. Then traction control will be mandatory in the EU, and then it'll be mandatory in the U.S.
You know, and for like the road that we were on coming up here, with all that gravel and dirt in the roads, I would love to have traction control. I could ride a little harder. I could ride a little faster, and you know, enjoy the ride. It's not just a safety thing. It's more of like a performance enhancer. Yeah. That also coincidentally is safer.
Yep. Not to mention like the BMW traction control there, it samples like 30 times per second, like 30 hertz. There's no way a human can even come close to that reaction time.
So what do you?
Like 1/30th of a second. That's a frame of a movie.
Yeah.
The traction control is reacting in that time.
So what do you think the future of motorcycles has in store for us? Like 20, 30 years down the road?
Electric will be a huge thing.
You think electric? The battery gets optimized?
We won't even have wheels. It'll just be like hovering.
Ah, there you go.
I think that won't be for a while because that's a lot of wasted energy. So.
Yeah, I mean, well,
but we're
energy
America.
sources.
They go hand in hand.
I know, I just want like a little coal chute in the back where I just shovel coal in and I get more fucking oomph. It's America!
Put some bicycle pedals on, you start pedaling as you go.
Have you guys seen the airbag?
The jacket.
For a motorcycle?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
it's tied to the Ducati, and if you fall, it saves your ass. It's like a big airbag.
And it's like rechargeable with like a CO2.
He said if you want, you can attach the camera to the back of his so you can get better footage.
Oh no, it's all good. We're all good.
It's all good.